May 22nd, 23rd, 24th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's the weekend! And I want to give a little happy birthday to Deborah Silverman, who has Deborah Silverman Astrology, which is a channel where she makes a lot of very informative videos about the different signs, and she acts them out as well as the elements, does planet videos, does horoscopes of where the sun, moons, and that, like I'm doing right now, anxiety and astrology, and horoscope basics. And there's a lot of other things going with that as well. So definitely, she makes it very simple and, really fun to understand. So I would definitely check out her channel. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be linking in the description box. I'm going to be linking her channel. That way you can go and, watch her videos. And see why she is, a Gemini herself. But so anyway, May 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. So the sun and the moon are in Gemini. It's double mutable, double air, double Gemini. People born under both sun and moon are born under a dark sky, and it's more of an introvert. It's more, it's not like you think. It's more of an introverted, going in. And I wonder if Idina Menzel has this. She was born on the 30th of May. But so anyway, the sun and the moon are in Gemini. So we've already talked about the sun being in Gemini and the moon being in Gemini. So this is the best time to write, to read, to speak, to teach, to watch movies and skits, and to really have a conversation and get to know people. Although there is some exceptions to that because of the you-know-what. But Zoom, all of the social medias, all of those things are great, and that would really channel the flavor of Gemini. And, Gemini basically isn't a whole lot that you can do for that, and I'm basically talked about it. So moon in Gemini, the moon represents the emotion, and it's one sign behind the moon's ruling sign. So, with the moon being in Gemini, which is emotions, your emotions, you can really, express your emotions. And the emotions go to wanting to talk, wanting connection, wanting to, just that emotion through reading, through speaking, and maybe someone born under this can really feel it when they're talking, and can really express how they feel through talking as well. So the double Gemini question is, how can I, just the lesson for double Gemini is finding a way to ground myself, because the Gemini is so interested in all these little different topics and always needs the stimulation and gets bored easily and can, just talks and talks and talks and all that kind of thing, very, very, incredibly social. Allowing the Gemini to slow down, create a structure and routine and sameness, and how to find something and, stick to it and like it, which is through Taurus. So Taurus and Gemini can get along very, very well in relationship, not because they're so similar, but because they're very, very different, and each of them has something that the other lacks. And so the Taurus can do to the Gemini, what the Gemini can do to the Taurus. The Gemini can, get it out of routine, and the Gemini can, allow it to change itself, and allowing it to explore and try new things and talking more and putting on more of the fun factor. And Taurus, I already told you before, grounding the Gemini and stabilizing it. But that's more on the other horoscope. Now, the next video is a very, very emotionally, talkatively expressive combination. I'll see you then. And don't forget, check out Deborah Silverman